Welcome to the next level.
Hey everyone, this is 8-Bit Flashback, and today we're going to be taking a quick look at a standalone game called Jedi Challenges. And what this is an augmented reality game. So what it does is it mixes reality and virtual reality together to give you this hologram 3D looking effect. So this is what it looks like when you're viewing through the AR goggles. You got these 3D looking holograms, and you can walk around and look at these from different angles, and it's really cool looking. So the view of my living room has been digitally altered with 3D objects, making this become augmented reality. So I got this at Best Buy for $143 on sale because it was an open box item. Regularly they do go for $179, so it's definitely a little pricey. So inside the box we have a lightsaber, and the construction on this is actually pretty nice. There's an on-off switch at the bottom to turn this on, and when you're playing in a game it turns on like a real lightsaber. Also in the box is the AR goggles, and these seem to be built pretty well too. On the side we have enter and select buttons, but you can also use your lightsaber to do the same functions. And these goggles, when I'm holding them, they don't feel really cheap and lightweight. They actually have some weight to them, and they feel like they're built well. And it also has some fairly nice padding, so when you're wearing it, it's not completely uncomfortable. Then on the opposite side is where you load your phone. There's a tray that comes out, and this is compatible with newer Apple phones and your newer flagship Android phones. I personally tested this on an iPhone SE and a Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge, and it worked great on both of those. And here's a look at the sensors that are on both sides of the goggles. And these communicate with the hologram projector to give you that augmented reality experience. So this is powered by two AA batteries, and it sits on the floor about 4 feet in front of you. Then when you turn it on, it either glows blue or pink. For charging your goggles and your lightsaber, there's a 5-volt power supply included. Also in the box is multiple different USB adapters for different iPhones and Android phones. And these adapters connect the phone to the goggles. To get this up and running, you're going to have to download the Jedi Challenges app. Then the first time you use the app, you're going to have to sync the lightsaber with your phone via Bluetooth, then you have to calibrate it, then you plug that phone into your AR goggles, then you're up and running. So now when I look through my goggles, it should be digitally enhanced with 3D looking holograms. And these 3D holograms kind of stay true to the old Star Wars movies. In those old movies they used a lot of hologram effects. And there's multiple different types of gameplay you can do. You can do lightsaber battles, you can do strategic combat where you're battling enemies on the ground. You can also do holo chess where it's games of chess with 3D characters. And the chess game is actually quite a bit of fun. And here's what it looks like if you capture the gameplay right from the phone. Notice there's a left and right image, but when you wear the goggles it becomes one image, giving you an enhanced 3D experience. It really plays tricks with your minds. It looks like you can just grab that object, but obviously you can't. And when you're setting this up, you probably want a fairly open area. I'd say at least a 10 foot by 10 foot area. That way you have room to battle, you can go back and forth, side to side, and not trip over things. And the battles actually can feel really intense. It does feel like you have to duck or get out of the way sometimes, or you're going to get chopped in half with a lightsaber. And you don't have to stay in one place. You can look around, you can move side to side, and the object changes like it's actually in front of you. So the game seems to work pretty well, but I did notice a few issues. Sometimes when I'm playing, the screen will get real jittery and start shaking back and forth fast. And the only thing I could do to fix it was to get real close to the HUD projector and just stay still for a few seconds. Then the screen would stop shaking and I could go back to playing like normal. Now this would only do this maybe about 5% of the time, but it does seem to be an issue. And then another issue is it's kind of expensive. To me, I think it'd be a lot better value at around $100. I personally had fun playing this, but I wasn't blown away. But my kids were really into this game, and so were my nieces and nephews. They thought this game was awesome. And there is a little bit of a learning curve involved. Don't expect to be a Jedi right away.
What? I have no idea what I'm supposed to do.
But with practice, you can eventually become a Jedi. Well, at least a video game Jedi. Alright everyone, thanks for watching. If you liked that video, please click that like button. If you want to hear more from me, please subscribe. And if you want to help support or sponsor the channel, come check me out at Patreon. Alright everyone, see you later.